Hi, and welcome back to Rowdy Sports. This is Peach. Match Day 7 preview. Portugal versus DR Congo. England versus Croatia. Ghana versus Panama. And Uzbekistan versus Colombia. Yeah. All right, let's get straight into it. So we got Portugal. I'm not a huge Portugal fan, but I like this jersey. Whatever. So we got Portugal. Let's see. This is the first meeting of these two countries. You'll hear me say that a lot today. At least two more times. So this is the first. Oh, this is the. Yep. They're playing in Houston at NRG Stadium. Let's get right into the players here because there are a lot of good players to pick for bets. Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously. I mean, after today, after yesterday, after today, depends on when you're watching this. After yesterday, all those goals, Messi with 3, Haaland with 2, 2, Mbappe with 2. You have to kind of expect Ronaldo to show up. It doesn't matter that he's 40 years old. He's still a monster. While he's not like the top goal scorer in the Saudi league, he still just gets them in. He's just super good. I mean, he's hard not to bet on. I would bet on shots on target more than anything. I think he gets like 3 shots on target. I'm not sure if he gets 2 goals. I mean, maybe he gets 1, but I definitely would, up bet on shots on target if you can. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, probably going to be taking all the spot kicks. You're probably going to want to look at him for fantasy sports. Same with João Neves and Vitinha. They're probably going to get on spot kicks too. I think it just kind of depends on who steps up. And I think Bruno Fernandes is the captain of this team, so he'll probably push people out of the way. And plus, with the last season that he had, it's hard to deny that he's not really incredible. It doesn't matter how much he dives. He's just so good. I mean, you got to look at their corners too. Their left and right back, João Cancelo and Nuno Mendes, absolutely incredible. And they're going to be overlapping with whoever's playing on the wings for them. Rafael Leao, I think, has a match ban. Otherwise, I'd say definitely bet on him. I mean, he punched a dude in the face. I'm not sure if Portugal appealed that, but he punched some dude in the face in a friendly. There was another red card that some guy just got out of on another team. I wonder if this will be the same. If he is starting, bet on Leao. I mean, he will tear the Congo up. Let's see. Players off the bench that are big shouts. If Leao is not starting, you got to imagine Pedro Neto will probably start, or João Felix. You can also look at Ramos, Conceição, Guedes, or Nunes. I mean, they're all Portugal is going to be taking it straight to the Congo tomorrow. I only have one player on the Congo to shout out, and that's Yohan Wissa. Very, very great player on his day. Incredibly fast, goal scorer, poacher, makes runs behind. I don't know who's going to be taking the spot kicks for Congo. I tried looking it up. There wasn't really a lot of information, but I do know Yohan Wissa, and if I'm betting on anybody to score in that game, it's probably him. But my prediction for this game is going to be 3-0. I don't think that the Congo score, and I think that Portugal's defense and midfield are just too good. Even with the Ruben Diaz injury, I think that Portugal are just too good here. Moving on to the second game of the day. And while the names really draw you in, they historically haven't been great games. This is England versus Croatia. And while I say they haven't been good games, they just haven't been high-scoring games. A lot of wins, a lot of draws. This will be the 12th. 12 times Croatia and England have faced off. 6 wins for England, 3 wins for Croatia, and 2 draws. The most recent game was a 1-0 win to England, and that was a couple of years ago. This game is going to be played in Dallas at AT&T Stadium. It is a temperature-controlled stadium, so it's going to be perfect in there. I think that I don't know that the England players are going to thrive on perfect weather. I don't know if they've ever seen it. Nah, I'm just joking. I have a lot of players to get through on this one. Harry Kane, obviously, literally the Golden Boot winner in the Bundesliga, led Bayern Munich to another victory. Not that they need leading to it because they have so many good players, and the Bundesliga is a step above France. They don't need to even start their starters to be winners in that league. You know what I mean? All right, moving on. Saka. I mean, in my opinion, he's the best right winger in the world. But I'm an Arsenal fan, so that being said, Saka is really amazing on his day. He's been struggling with injury, but when Saka's on fire, he's on fire, and he's really untouchable. You could look for him to be taking some corners, but I think that Declan Rice is going to be taking like all the spots. I think he's literally going to take all the spot kicks. So if you're looking, I don't think he's going to be a buy down. I think he'll probably be in fantasy range. I think he'll probably be between like 6,500 and 8,800. So he's not going to be a buy down, but he is going to be a point hawk. He'll probably end up getting an assist, maybe have like 4 or 5 crosses, probably assist on 2 shots, and maybe have a shot on target. I think there's a lot of good bets for Declan Rice in this game. I think he'll control most of the pace and tempo. Other players, Jude Bellingham, he's incredible on his day. Real Madrid starter, center attacking midfielder, really, really, really talented. Elliot Anderson, probably will also help control the tempo. I think Declan Rice plays more of an 8, and Anderson will play more of a 6, that holding midfield position, like an anchor. You got to look for the O'Reilly-Gordon overlap runs on the left-hand side. O'Reilly is probably a good buy down. If he's like 6,500, don't purchase. But if he's like 4,500 or less in fantasy, absolutely go for that. I mean, that's a really good purchase at that price. If he's less, then he's like a snap pick. You must put him in your lineups. He's just going to crush. Well, maybe not today, but in the tournament in general, he's going to crush. Players off the bench, because the bench is super deep. I mean, their bench is super deep in the attacking sense. Everywhere else, it's like, yeah, it's all right, but in attacking sense, their bench is deep. We got Marcus Rashford, Morgan Rogers, Ollie Watkins, Noni Madueke, Ivan Toney, and Eberechi Eze. By the way, all those players are fucking ballers. So if any of those players are starting, they're definitely people that you want to bet on. I mean, I could hypothetically see, instead of Gordon starting in that game, Rashford starting out on the left. If Rashford is starting out on the left, I would almost bet on him over Saka. Not because Saka's like worn down, but because I think Rashford can best the side that he's going to be playing against. Moving on to the Croatia team, Budimir up top, classic number 9, just bangs in goals. Ivan Perisic, I hate his guts because he used to play for Spurs, but he's a talented player nonetheless, especially coming off the left. He'll probably play more of a wing back, and Josko Gvardiol will play more of a left back that overlaps with one another. Maybe Gvardiol moves into the midfield a little bit from the left back position to aid in an anchor position, but I think they're probably just going to be hugging that left line, and Perisic is going to swing in as many as he can. You got Kramaric in the middle. Probably gonna. I think Perisic takes all their spots. I think he just owns it for them. Kramaric is a good bet in their number 10 position. Pulisic is a good bet, but I think that the tempo gets dictated by Luka Modric. I mean, maybe Modric takes some of the spot kicks in the middle of the field, but Perisic is going to be taking them from the corners probably, for sure. Moving on to Ghana versus Panama. This is probably this is going to be a game where there are going to be goals, but I feel like people are going to be bored during the midst of it. This is the first meeting of these two countries. Is going to be played in Toronto. Kind of a bummer. No one likes Canada. Whatever. Players that I would look out for, big names. Antoine Semenyo is just a baller. He's going to do really, really good in this game. He'll probably be a point hawk. He'll probably get a goal. You definitely want to bet on shots on target for him. He is just very, very reliable, for sure, especially in this game. He's going to dominate that midfield and probably the right side. Inaki Williams is like a classic number 9 as well. His brother Nico plays for the Spanish team. He probably should be playing they probably should be playing together in the same country. It doesn't make sense when siblings get pick different countries to me, in my mind, because they're related and shit. Inaki Williams is a very, very good striker of the ball. He will find the net if he gets the chance. Like, if he gets anywhere on chance, he's going to find the goal. Jordan Ayew. Yeah, getting a little older, but he can score on his day. I mean, I don't know if I would bet on him though. I don't think I would bet on him here, but I definitely would bet on Inaki and Semenyo for sure. The biggest the biggest upset for Ghana here is that Thomas Partey will not be playing in this game because he did not get his visa because of some legal charges against him. What a bummer. Panama have Ismail Diaz, who's pretty, he can play, and Thomas Rodriguez also, who is, I don't know if he's going to start though. I think they're going to start players that, kind of play around each other in South America, and I don't think Thomas Rodriguez plays in those leagues with them, but Ismail Diaz, I could see him scoring. He can bang one in. I don't think that Ghana have the best defense in the world, and I could see that Panama steal one back here. I forgot to give you a match prediction for the England versus Croatia game. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think that people are going to be pretty upset and pretty bored watching this game. There's going to be a lot of shots and nothing happens. I could be totally fucking wrong here, and England could win and just stomp them out, or Croatia could just have a moment of brilliance and beat England. You know what it is? Ultimately, I think it's either going to be a 1-1 or 2-1 draw. That going back to Ghana-Panama, I think that Ghana probably edged this one out 2-1, maybe 1-0. I just don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game, and if there is, it's going to be stunners only. You know what I mean? Like outrageous goals, or like own goals, or something really unpredictable. Maybe Semenyo from outside the box. You know what I mean? Moving on to Colombia versus Uzbekistan, and I'll make this one quick because I only know a handful of players here. This is the first. This is the first meeting of these two countries. It's going to be played in Mexico City at the Estadio Azteca. Luis Suarez, the striker for Colombia, is the striker for Sporting Lisbon, and he bangs. He's going to get a goal in this game for sure. I mean, him and Luis Diaz are going to just smash this Uzbekistan side. They're going to probably end up playing 5 at the back, Uzbekistan, so it's going to be a really slow game. I know it's going to be a slow game, but I think that they'll probably put a couple past them either way. James Rodriguez, still banging at his old age. He'll probably take maybe two. He had that one sick goal, and then where was he? I flopped around Real Madrid and then flopped at Everton. He plays incredible for his country, though. He plays out of his mind for Colombia. So this is kind of a player that I would look at. I mean, James Rodriguez is talented on his day for sure. I mean, he's definitely worth a bet. He'll probably get a shot on goal. He's probably going to take spot kicks for. I'd say there's a 90% chance that he's going to be taking the spot kicks for them. That being said, I don't really know anybody on the Uzbekistan team, so I chose a guy to look deeply into, and it was Shomurodov. Nailed it. He had 20 goals in his league. That's worth looking at. That's the possibility of scoring. Uzbekistan, I got you on 1 goal for sure. My prediction for this game is 3-1, however, going to Colombia. So let's go over that real quick. Well, we got Portugal versus DR Congo. I got Portugal winning 2-0. England versus Croatia. I have a 1-1 draw, but in my heart of hearts, I say England are going to win 2-1 here. Ghana versus Panama. I say Ghana win 2-1, and Uzbekistan versus Colombia. I say Colombia win 3-1. Follow, subscribe. Remember to wash your butt, and yeah.